All right, it is October the 18th. This is day number 3 for me. $236.2. All right. Hey, Grand Rising. I'm vlogging a little early today. I just dropped my daughter off at school and I'm about to go ahead and get in my walk. But I wanted to talk about something before I forget about it. So even though the numbers on the scale are down again this morning, last night I could not sleep because I was so uncomfortable. And I was uncomfortable because my food was like just sitting, not in my stomach, but I could feel it in my like digestive system, which is different for me because when I was just fasting, when there was no food, I really didn't have like the weight like in my digestive system. And I know how some people can be like, oh, how are you feeling it in your gut? When you're in tune with your body, and even though I'm on the larger body, I've still always been very healthy. So, and let me see, I haven't eaten meat since, what is this, 2023? My daughter is 6. So I haven't been a meat eater in about 6.5 years. Now, I've dabbled with some seafood, but it's not at every meal. It's like, if I go to have a special occasion and we go to a restaurant or something like that, I wasn't going to deny myself the experience. But in my everyday life, I'm not a flesh eater, right? So when I feel weight in my system, I feel the weight in my system. And it's not like in my stomach. Like I can tell when it's my stomach and when it's like my intestines. Anyway, this morning I was able to release, and I felt so much relief. And on the fasting journey, that was different for me. So I think after my meal, because the time range that I'm eating, or the time frame that I'm eating, is dinner time. So it's within that 5 to 6 o'clock hour. If it's a little over 5 o'clock, then of course I go a little over 6 o'clock, but it's definitely before 7 p.m. Because I was reading now, I know a lot of people do this anyway, especially those on a weight loss journey. But I was reading like, when the sun goes down, you should not be eating. When you don't see the sun anymore, you should not be consuming any more food. So I was like, well, I think I'm going to adhere to that. Just not me, but also with my daughter. But anyway, so my food consumption is happening before 7 p.m. And I was so shocked that it was still sitting in my system, and it made me uncomfortable. I was up until like a little over 1 o'clock last night, and I was so uncomfortable. And then I finally fell asleep. I had to put on like some of my tunes because I drank like 2 bottles of water. Like I was trying to release last night. But it just didn't happen. But I released this morning. So if you all decide to do the type of fasting that I'm doing, just be aware of that. What could be happening too is my system is readjusting, because if you recall, when I did the 12-day fast with no food, by like day 6, even though I wasn't consuming anything, I was still releasing. Now that was the last day I released. It was like day 5 or day 6. It was the last day that I released, but still, I was still releasing even though I had not consumed any food in that time period. So it could be backed up junk from when I ate for 3 days. And I just realized in my summary video, I said I was going to eat what I wanted for 7 days, but I didn't even do 7 days. Well, with that 3-hour window, I only did it for 3. Because I think I'm really getting into like a fasting lane. Like, this might be my way of life moving forward. But anyway, so if you decide to do a 23-hour fast where you're eating 1 hour out of a 24-hour period, be aware in the beginning, and I hope it's just in the beginning. I hope this is not something that's going to continue, because I like being able to go to bed at night when I lay down, and I don't like being uncomfortable in that region. It feels weird. It's like you're gassy. Well, you're not. It's like you feel gassy, but you're not gassy. You just want to release. And then I think I'm going to also get myself some castor oil, and maybe after my meals, I'll have a cup of tea. That way, well, maybe like with some lime or something. That way I'm rinsing my digestional tract, with something warm. But it really shouldn't matter because our bodies are hot on the inside anyway. But anyway, hopefully you understand what I'm saying. But yes, I'm signing out. It is Wednesday, so happy Wednesday, October the 18th. I'm doing me. Cheers to you.